guys, welcome to Miss Jackie Fitness. I have Amber and Alyssa here with me, and we are going to take you through an upper body workout. So today we're going to hit back and bis. Alyssa is going to use a resistant band and a set of dumbbells today. And if you don't have weights, that's okay because Amber will be using what she has at home. I'm going to take you through a warm-up with 3 exercises that will get your heart rate up. We're going to do the alley shuffle, cross jacks, and reverse lunge front kick. I'm going to start with the alley shuffle. We're going to hop our legs in and out of the ladder, pretend ladder, okay? And then Amber, if you guys have knee issues or anything, you can slow it down and just do it in place, where she'll just step forward and back. All right, you guys ready? Okay, let's go. 3, 2, 1, and let's move. Perfect. Make sure you guys are breathing through the exercises. You can let your arms flow. Good, we have 10 seconds. Good, good, good. Chest up and breathe. You can pick up the pace if you're feeling really good. And time. Perfect. Warm up, we're gonna do cross jacks. We're gonna hop our legs in and out like a jumping jack, but our arms are gonna go side to side like this, okay? So Amber, again, is going to do a modified version where she steps out to the side and crosses her arms perfectly for 30 seconds. I don't know what I just did there. Just cross that. You want to keep your hands up at shoulder level. Good, and we're gonna pick it up the speed in your cross jacks. Let's go in 3, 2, and 1. Third exercise, we're gonna do reverse lunge, stand tall, and a front kick. Okay, and go. Go ahead, let's go back lunge, make sure that knee comes straight down, front kick, and we're gonna alternate. Left leg tap, knee tap, kick. Okay. And I like to keep my chest straight up. Keep your chin up. And then you can pick up the pace without stopping. So now that we're all warmed up, we're gonna go into our dynamic warm-ups. So I'm gonna go over to Alyssa. I'm gonna show you how I'd like you to position yourself. So I'm gonna have her pull her shoulders back and her hands to her chest. Her core is tight, her feet are shoulder width apart. She is going to rotate till she feels a good stretch, and then she's gonna reach back with her right arm. How's that feel, Alyssa? Good, and then she's gonna bring her arms, hands back together, and rotate back to center. All right, big exhale, go ahead, rotate and reach. Awesome, you're gonna try to keep those hips forward as you're rotating, okay? Hand back to center. Big inhale, exhale, twist and reach. Awesome, awesome. Fight to keep your hips straight. Bring your arm back one more time. Inhale, exhale, rotate and reach. Awesome, hand back, and that's it. Okay, so the second dynamic exercise will be our hinge rotation, and I'm gonna go over to Amby. So, all right, so she's gonna have her feet a little wider than shoulder width apart, well, slightly. Good, and she's gonna hinge at her hip, which means she's going to push her hips back, bend at the hips, knees are slightly bent here, and her arms are gonna hang from her shoulders. She's gonna reach down with her left arm and rotate open on her right. Good, she's gonna hold that for a few seconds. She's gonna bring her right arm back down, and then she's gonna rotate to her left. And I love what she just did. She pulled her shoulders back to keep that posture up and back down. Perfect. Rotate again. Beautiful. Okay, great. So we're gonna do our hip rotations. So let's go ahead and hinge at our hip, push our hips back, keep our knees slightly bent. You're gonna pull your shoulders back and reach down as far as you can. All right, we're gonna open up to our right here. reach, perfect. And then bring your right arm back down. We'll stay on this side for 2 more reps, okay? Inhale and exhale, reach up. Perfect, right arm back down. 1 more time, inhale, exhale and reach. Make sure you feel a good stretch in your hamstrings at the same time. Okay, but we're going to switch over to our left side. So you can hinge, keep that hinge, perfect. Reach open to the left, open up. Awesome, bring it back down. 1 more time, go ahead and reach open. Now, if you can't touch the ground, that's okay. So you can keep your hand at your ankles if you want. Last one, reach, open, bring it down and break. Okay, for the third dynamic warm-up, we are going to inchworm our hands all the way out into a pike position and do some heel marches, okay? So, I'm gonna push my hips out, walk my hands out into a pike position. You can notice my heels are gonna come up at the same time, and now I wanna heel march my heels down to the ground and get a good stretch in my calves and my hamstrings. So let's go ahead and walk our hands all out to a pike position. Let's hold this pike position with our heels off the ground, and we're gonna do 10 heel marches. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Now you're gonna walk your hands back towards your feet, keeping those knees straight, and stand up slowly. So we are all set, we are warmed up, and we're gonna hop into our first set of exercises. There's 3 of them. We're gonna do a squat, jump, bicep curl. Our second exercise, we're gonna do some resistant band and dumbbell bicep curls, and then 2-hand rows with an isometric hold. Already warmed up, our dynamic warm-up is out of the way. We're gonna grab our equipment today. So if you have dumbbells, great, go ahead and grab that. I'm gonna use an 8-pound dumbbell. Alyssa's gonna use a 12. And since Ambi doesn't have any equipment, she's going to use her water bottle, okay? So for the first exercise here, again, it's a jump, squat, bicep curl. I'm gonna stand in a wide stance, wider than shoulder width apart. My shoulders are pulled back. I'm gonna grab my weight, squatting down. I'm gonna keep my arms extended. So go ahead, ladies, let's get in position. Feet wide, good, pull your shoulders back. So I'm gonna pause here, let the girls stay in this position. I love it. Her shoulders are pulled back, hips are back, knees, feet is into the ground, perfect, beautiful. And arms are hanging straight from the shoulders. Okay, we are ready. Let's do this. 15 reps, and go. Up, 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhale when you come up, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, let's go, 14, and 15. Break. Awesome. Next exercise, now we have we're gonna do dumbbell outer bicep curls, okay, where I have my feet shoulder width apart, or I can go into a stagger stance so that I'm not using my whole body to try to lift the weights. So I'm gonna grab my weights. I'm gonna turn sideways for you here. I'm gonna put my elbows to my side, next to my wrist, pull my shoulders back, and then I'm gonna externally rotate slightly here. Okay, so you'll see here, I'll start in this position, externally rotate slightly, keeping my wrist straight, and then I'm gonna do these outer curls. And I like to keep my grip a little loose, so I'm just focusing on my biceps to bend my elbow, okay? All right, so I'm gonna go over to Alyssa because I wanna show you guys how to actually intensify this exercise. I'm gonna grab a resistant band and put it around Alyssa's hand. So if you have mini bands, you can use those too. So today we're just gonna use one of my long ones and tie it up a bit. So she's gonna keep her elbows close to her ribs, and then she's going to turn out and resist the band from pulling her arms in. Do you feel it in your shoulders, Alyssa? Okay, so now we're gonna use our posterior muscles to pull the shoulders back and resist against the resistant band. She's a bit more engaged. I'm gonna place the 8-pound dumbbells in her hand, and she will do these outer curls with resistant bands, and we are gonna do this for 15 reps. So now for Amber, who we are gonna use household materials or items. So I'm gonna take her gym bag and she's going to put it around her wrist. Again, she can also place those elbows close to her ribs, and I really like that because it just isolates the muscles while you are doing the exercise. So then she's just gonna do curls, and even though she doesn't have weight, she can really feel this by flexing and contracting her muscles as she curls. How's that feel? Okay. Do you feel it?
I do.
Is it burning?
It's burning.
Awesome. So she's gonna flex, come down slowly, and then flex again as hard as she can as she curls her bag. You feel the shakes? You feel the shakes? Love it. Okay, and break. Again, she can also step back if she needs to. Alrighty guys, okay, let's grab our weights. Let's get in position. I like the stagger stance position. Elbows forward, shoulders back, chest tall. Externally rotate those hands and flex. Let's go. 1, we're gonna go 15 reps. 2, flex. 3, down slowly, flex. 4, 5, keep those wrists straight. 6, 7, awesome. 8, flex, shoulders back, chest tall. 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, last one, down slow, let's flex it, 15, and break. We're gonna go into our third exercise. We're gonna do a single leg deadlift with a 2-hand row. So again, I'm gonna use my dumbbells. I'm gonna hinge at my hip as I kick my heel back into a single leg position, like so, okay? I'm gonna hold this single leg. Ooh, I'm shaking. Okay, so I'm gonna hold this position. I'm gonna let my arms hang from my shoulders, and then I'm gonna do a 2-hand row. Okay? Now, if this seems a little challenging, you can put your foot down and just hinge at the hip, 1 foot forward, don't fall over. Okay, and then row, 2-hand rows. So I'm gonna go over to Alyssa again, and I'm gonna grab the resistant band because you might not have dumbbells, and that's okay. So she's gonna take her resistant band, put it around her wrist. Again, if you have resistant bands, the mini band, that works as well. So again, she's just going to push apart, and I'm gonna have her go into the single leg deadlift position. So she'll balance on her left leg, knee slightly bent, hinge forward. A little more, watch her heel is leading back. Perfect, she's gonna hold this position. She could bend just a little more, hinge forward a little more. Her arms are gonna hang from her shoulders. She's gonna pull her shoulders back. Perfect, beautiful. Let the arms hang. All right, and now in this position, there's no weight, but she'll feel it. She's going to pull those elbows back, squeeze the shoulder blades together as tight as she can, hold that for a few seconds, and then down slowly. Okay, so she's gonna breathe, inhale, exhale as she pulls, elbows are close to her ribs, pinching the shoulder blades together for 2-3 seconds, and then releasing. And she'll also feel this in her hammies. How's that feel, Alyssa? Awesome. Okay, just perfect. Alrighty guys, so now if another variation is, is using your home equipment, which is whatever you have. I'm gonna have Amber step forward slightly. She's actually gonna keep both feet down here. So her feet are gonna be shoulder width apart. She's gonna hinge again. So hinging is super important. That just means bending at the hip alone. Knees are slightly bent. And notice her back is completely straight, beautiful. Both hands are gonna grab the handles of her bag. So same movement. Notice she instantly pulled her shoulders back, which is awesome. Keeping the shoulders and chest is tall in a hinge position, and she's gonna row those elbows back. Beautiful, and then back down. And as she's rowing, again, hold those shoulder blades together, hold 2-3 seconds, and slowly release, and now pull. Now when she's pulling, she's bending at the elbow. And when she releases, she's going to extend the elbow, keeping the shoulders locked in, and squeeze. Perfect, keeping in the hinge position. This is great, one more. And up, break, time. Perfect. Ready, ladies, let's pull our shoulders back, hinge at the hip. If you're doing a single leg, go ahead and bring that heel back, and let's row 2 hands and go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Make sure you breathe. 13, 14, and 15. Other side now, 15 reps. Let's go ahead and hinge at the hip. Lift that heel and go. 1, 2, squeeze your shoulder blades together. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, we're almost there. 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, last one, and 15, break. So that is the end of our set 1A exercises. You're gonna repeat that 2 more times, a total of 3 sets. And I will now take you over to set 2, which is all of our B exercises. We are going to set 2, which is our B exercises. I'm gonna use my 8-pound dumbbell for this first exercise, and that is our single arm, bent over, rear delt row. It's a lot, but let's do it. So I'm gonna hinge at my hip. I'm gonna use my right leg as my kickstand. I'm gonna take my left forearm, put it on my left quad. Okay, I'm gonna make sure I pull my shoulders back. Very important to always keep those shoulders lined up with your back. And I'm going to pull my elbow straight back into like 90 degrees and then back down. Remember, shoulders are locked in, bend at the elbow, release slowly, and then pull back. And we're gonna do 12 reps on each side. So I'm gonna go over to Alyssa, and she's gonna use a resistant band. Now again, you can use a long band or a mini band, doesn't matter. So I'm gonna have Alyssa step back with her left leg, because she's gonna row with her left arm. She's gonna step on the band with her right foot. She's gonna hold on to the resistant band. Now, she could intensify the tension or the resistance in her band by stepping closer to her hand or loosening it up and stepping back, okay? So this is pretty good for her here. Again, she's gonna hinge forward. And like I showed you earlier, we're gonna do a rear delt row. So she's gonna pull those elbows out and pull straight back, okay? Good, and I like, she's gonna pull that shoulder blade into her spine. There you go, releasing all the way, perfect. And pulling. Now, when she's rowing, notice that the band is a little tighter. So she can definitely go a lot heavier, or making, tighten up her band a little bit. So she's gonna step closer. Awesome, she's just too strong, let me tell ya. And she's gonna hinge forward. Awesome, shoulders are back, and now she's gonna row. Pull it back, but how's that feel? Perfect, she's gonna pull. Awesome, and I like to keep tension in the band the whole time. She's gonna exhale as she lifts. And when she's rowing, keep in mind, she's gonna keep her shoulders parallel to the ground, okay? Perfect, beautiful. Alrighty, so over to Amber. Again, she's gonna use her water bottle, or she could actually use a backpack or a bag. And of course, if the water bottle is not heavy enough, you can always just grab a bag with books in it. All right, so she's gonna hinge at her hip, awesome. And I'm gonna want her to step back with one foot as well. Perfect, and she's gonna row with her left arm. She's actually gonna hold the bottle like so. Keeping her hand, holding the actual bottle, not just the handle, and then she's gonna pull back. But again, be very intentional with each exercise. So the weight's not as heavy, but she can make it challenging by pulling her elbow back and flexing as hard as she can and releasing. It's all about the engagement you put in each exercise. So row, pull back, squeeze, awesome, and relax. How does that feel? Awesome. Again, let's go 2 more. 1 and 2. Notice she keeps her back straight. She's hinged nicely. She's supported with her forearm on her quad. And boom. Let's do it, ladies. 12 reps. We're gonna go 12 reps. Hinge, position, shoulders back, and let's pull. 1, 2, squeeze. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, elbows out. 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. Great. We're gonna go over to the other side now. So I'm gonna switch positions. Left leg back, hinge again. Always brace your core, keep it tight, which means pull your belly button in. Forearm on your quad, don't forget that. Keep your shoulders parallel to the ground, and let's go for 12. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale as you pull. 6, 7, 8, 9. Good job. Let's go. 10. Squeeze. 11. Squeeze a little harder. Let's go. 12 and break. Awesome. Alrighty guys, so our back is fired up. Let's go ahead and hit our lats with some resistant band pull downs. If you don't have bands, that's okay. I'll also show you what you can do, okay? So again, I love the stagger stance because it really helps me from swaying. So I'm gonna go into my stagger stance, which is this 1 foot behind you, okay? And I'm gonna grab my band. You can use a towel too, but if you have a band, awesome. You're gonna hold it above your head. I'm gonna make it a little tighter by wrapping around my hand. I'm going to have my hands over my head and my shoulders pulled down. So retract those shoulders down, engage, and with my right elbow, I'm gonna pull straight down and resist with my left. Okay, so as I pull down with my right elbow, I'm gonna engage, and you'll feel it in your lats as you pull down. Okay, make sure you keep your shoulders down though. Okay, and the other side. All right, so Amber, since she doesn't have weights, she's gonna go ahead and lay on her stomach. Perfect. She's gonna go into a Superman position. All right, so I'm actually gonna keep her feet down though, okay? She's gonna have her hands over her head, perfect. And she's gonna lift up, and she's gonna use both her arms and pull straight back. And again, she'll engage, keeping her shoulders down, lats pulled in and down, extend at the elbow, pulling her shoulders back and elbows back. Okay, awesome. How's that feel? Good. Okay, so that's what you can do if you don't have. Alrighty, here we go, guys. All right, lat pull downs. We're gonna have our hands over our head like so. I'm gonna go in my stagger stance position and pull my shoulders down. Ready, ladies? Arms up and 12 on each side. If you are doing both arms, you're gonna do a total of 12 for 2 sets. And go. 1, right side, 2, 3, 4. Resist with the opposite hand. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. Good job, guys. Let's switch to the other side. I'm gonna switch my stance. I'm gonna exhale every time I pull down. Ready for 12, and go. 1, 2, 3. Keep those elbows slightly bent. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. Break. Awesome. So last exercise, we're gonna do drag curls with our dumbbells. So I'm gonna go over to Alyssa. I'm gonna have her hold the 8-pound dumbbells. Again, if you feel like you can do 5 more reps after your first set, increase your weight. You could also use resistance band and the dumbbells. So use what you have because you can. No excuses, okay? All right, so I'm gonna turn Alyssa around actually. She's gonna have her hands to her side. Her elbows are close to her side. This is very important, especially when we are doing bicep curls, okay? She's gonna turn her palms facing up, supinated position. Now, the drag curl is basically dragging your elbows after you do, elbows back after you do a bicep curl. So her palms are facing up, your elbows are close to her side. She's gonna do a curl, and at the same time, when in the position, she's gonna pull her elbows back and squeezing her shoulder blades together. Okay, so now she's going to bring those elbows forward and releasing her weight. Okay, her wrists are locked in, straight, shoulders are pulled back. Again, she's going to curl and pull back, squeezing the shoulder blade together. Notice this little pocket here, I love. And then she's going to bring the elbows back to starting position and lowering her arms. So one more time. Curl, pull back, squeeze the shoulder blades together, bring the elbows forward and release. So she's gonna do 2 more so y'all can see. Ready? So curl, pull back, squeeze, awesome. Bring it forward, release. Curl, pull back, squeeze, awesome. And notice the 90 degrees in her arms and her beautiful biceps. And then she's gonna bring it forward and relax. Shoulders are always pulled back. And that's our drag curls. Amber now, she's gonna use her gym bag and she's gonna do an underhand grip. So she's gonna turn her palm facing up, holding real close to the handles. Same thing. She's gonna keep her elbows to her side. She's gonna curl up and pull back. And then bring it forward, curl up, pull back, and that is it. Perfect. So notice though, she came all the way up. I actually want her hands to be about right here, 90 degrees, okay? So I'm glad she did that so I can show you guys what I would like you to do. So keep your arm up at 90, pull back, squeeze. She could bring it down just a little more. I'm a little picky, and then bring it back down, okay? Perfect, I love that, excellent. And she's gonna squeeze, same time, and break. Alrighty, ladies, let's do it. Palms facing up, shoulders are back, elbows to your side. Let's drag, curl, and go. 1, 2, flex it, bring it down. 3, I'm gonna turn sideways so you can see. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, we're gonna do 15 of these. 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, and 15, break. Awesome. Go ahead and subscribe to the YouTube channel and head over to MissJackieFitness.com website below and check out the program resource page along with the Miss Jackie favorites, MJF favorites for any equipment that you might need. So thank you so much and have a blessed day, guys. Yeah.
From you.
Right? Do it. Okay. Alyssa can be the face of MJF, guys. Climb the tree. Okay.